Hello everyone. It's nice to be making another video again. I am going to do a reading for you all. I have my newest painting behind me. It's not finished, but it is a new series I am working on, and it has to do with animal totems. So I'm going to be painting each animal and really creating, well, I'm pulling the energy through of what that animal's gift or talent is that we can use in our own lives. And right now this animal is, this animal has to do with breaking the tiger. The energy that I am picking up on is breaking tradition. So there's especially with the feminine energy and her power, her stealth, her silent power and like sensuality, but in a strength way. So that is what this painting is starting to evolve into. So let's ask Spirit to give us some cards for you all. Let's see where you guys are at right now, Spirit. Ooh, the Wheel. Okay, delays are over. Sudden or unexpected good luck. A new car or travel. Okay, so things are going to be changing. I'm seeing a lot of movement. I'm seeing like moving cities even. Like there's a lot of movement from one city to another. Maybe even, yes, whether that be to the ocean, whether that be to the mountains. That is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing, yeah, something with children, whether you're gonna have children or there'll be children around you in the future. You'll be working with children. All of these I'm picking up and sudden changes in your life. Yeah, there's a lot of flow though. Spirit wants to acknowledge us for maintaining our flow throughout this process, which has not been easy, and that's been purposeful. Spirit wants us to know that Spirit's been training us to expand our abilities to maintain who we are throughout many changes on all levels. I'm seeing the physical level. I'm like maintaining ourselves on the physical level when there's changes that has to do with the body, that has to do with yeah, the Spirit wants me to pull another card in relation to the physical. So Spirit, what in the physical to maintaining ourselves? Oh yeah, so here we go. Letting go of belief systems that no longer work for you, an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. So here we go again. Yeah, I'm seeing, yeah, many of you are like really like moving, like I'm just seeing like, I am seeing like a lot of like travel, or like you are moving cities. So there's been a lot of like destruction but like collapse on the hold on. You've really had to let go of who you thought you were and your identities in order to make this change on a physical level. So you've really released these identities that Spirit was asking you to release. And you know you've done this because things are starting to show up in your reality. You are making different choices. You are manifesting people who are showing up giving you assistance at this time, that yeah, the people around you are making different choices, maybe moving out of your life, doing their own thing, getting the hint that you're not going to be putting up with stuff anymore. Lots of those changes have occurred in your physical reality, and Spirit wants us to know that this is like validation that we are manifesting what we are desiring, and to see that as proof, seeing that as like how powerful you really are in all of your intentions. Like, you know, none of that would have happened unless you set the intentions and you were actually using your power to change your reality. So some of us might be frustrated and thinking, yeah, frustrated in the process, maybe believing that we're not making any gains or movement towards what we keep trying to manifest or pull in. But the Spirit's saying, look again, like these things would not be shifting in your reality unless you were that powerful and you were allowing for this new life and abundance to show up in your life. So yeah, so these two cards, so this is kind of, so right now everyone's in, you know, you're like in a really big life change right now. So you're still weighing options, but Spirit again is congratulating you on the flow that you've maintained in relation to this change that's been occurring. And again, with this card, the movement has, yeah, it just feels like I'm trudging through a thick, like, or I'm like trying to move bricks. Like I'm talking like like not bricks, but like, you know, the stone walls, like the big, like 2 foot by 1 foot in dimension, you know, like stone bricks and walls is what the change is happening. So let's get some more information on that. So, okay, so there were some cards that flew out. So let's see here. So we have the Queen of Autumn. Yeah, so the Queen of Autumn she is really wanting to bring forward the fact that you've actually, yeah, there's like a lot of acknowledgement that's needing to come through right now in this reading. I think that you might not be acknowledging really how much change and how much movement is happening and how much you have done the practical steps. It's like we're being a little bit nitpicky on how things are happening, and that is clouding our judgment as to how much we're being aligned and flowing with this change and new cycle that is occurring in our lives. So that's what I'm pulling through this card. There's also, yeah, it just feels like there needs to be more honoring of the heart, honoring of like the glamour and like just like how worthy you are, but like in a personality sense, in a human sense, like putting yourself on that higher standard and like adorning yourself on that higher standard is kind of like what is coming through. And this will help to, it's kind of a missing element as what I'm feeling, and that this missing element is causing you to like not have a holisticness around like your present moment, creating in your life who you are right now. And yeah, there's like, and then another, yeah, so this isn't about like making us feel like bad for not doing well. It again, these are to offer you clarity as to why maybe you're having a hard time. It's not that you're doing anything wrong per se, it's that we are creating the experience of this change to be more difficult because of the things that I'm bringing up, maybe that need to be implemented or are missing. But it's really it's like Spirit really wants us to know, like, we're not doing anything wrong. Like, I think if anything comes through in this reading, it's actually how good we're doing, and we're not seeing that. We're not seeing how good we're doing. So that should be the biggest takeaway. And to help us see how good we're doing, these things that I'm saying coming through are like the antidotes to like exhale and like really enjoying the process and loving who we are, because we are choosing who we are. That's why we are going through this process, and we've accepted the call that Spirit has pulled us through to do. So it only makes sense to honor ourselves and to see how well we're doing and to celebrate ourselves. And I absolutely struggle with this. So I know how like angry it can make you to go towards like taking care of yourself, but that it's just gonna stretch you in the best way possible, and it's really going to bridge who you really are, you've been your whole life, and this new beginning that you are about to embark on. And yeah, so, and then we have Seven of Winter coming out. So Seven of Winter, there's a better choice. Not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. Okay, so Spirit is trying to slow us down a little bit. Spirit's saying, like, are you taking the time you need to go slow, or are you panicking and making rash decisions because you think you need to fill in that space now? So Spirit says you're a great creator, and some of these opportunities might be golden, I'm hearing like in quotation marks, but really, like, what if we didn't fill that space? What would happen? What would unfold? What if we kind of waited for the second opportunity to show itself and didn't take the first one? And what if we allowed the space for just like, you know, a flower would grow, it takes time, but the same for our creations. Like, do we have to go like out and hunt for a flower so we could have it, or can we just like grow one for ourselves, and then no one owns it, no one can take ownership of it, no one has control over our flower, we don't have to give something to get something, it's literally an organic process. And this is kind of also what we're learning as we're being called to be our authentic selves. We're wanting to create things in a holistic way. We're not wanting to create things in a tit for tat type mentality. I give you this and then I can get this. Like, that is what we're leaving. That's like another big theme for this reading, is that we don't want to be those. That's what Spirit is. That's old. That's old. The old. We're here to, it's like being birthed out of us. This is like something that's like coming from our most kernel of who we are here in this body, soul, spirit, out. And that's why we're being called to be our most authentic selves and following that rhythm above all, because we're here to create that we're not here to copy other people. We're not here to because somebody said this would work, this is how we are going to make it work. We're really here to show people a new way. That's like really important, what's coming through. So put these aside. Okay, Spirit, what else? What's another topic with this change that we want to focus on, that wants to come through? Ooh, High Priestess. Okay, intuition, trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. Okay, so okay, what's coming through is, are we cultivating this space in us? Are we asking for Spirit to help us here? We can. This persona inside of us is central to this new beginning and cycle. She will be this high priestess, this part in you will be the part of you that creates through source and knows what to do when things are, yeah, just what's the next step, what's the next step that you're going to be taking. She wants to tell you, so I'm seeing that the tiger painting behind me. She wants to tell you that you already have the gifts that you need to use to create this. So it's not a coincidence that you have these talents that you've cultivated over time, and Spirit says use them. Use them. You have all that experience for a reason. And it would just be so far outside of yourself to not incorporate them, and to, because it's a new beginning, I'm hearing that we're like feeling called to start something brand new, like, but we don't have to start something brand new. And what I mean by that is, like, it could be career, it could be a daily routine, it could be like, you don't have to completely change your identity or everything, like, in a matter of a week, you know. So there are spirits trying to reflect how much you already have that you need, and you don't have to start. It's not like, oh shit, like, I realize that I made a mistake and I'm not in the right life, and I'm ending that cycle, and now I know who I am more, and I'm throwing away everything else. No, like, that's not what's going on. That's not the intention. The intention is to maintain who you are and to bridge the two worlds. I've been hearing this over and over and over again, is to bridge the two worlds. And so what we're bridging is this life that this spiritual, I'm just getting spiritual and physical life, like, but in a most authentic version of ourselves, which takes time. So Miss High Priestess, your inner High Priestess, is there anything else that she wants to tell you? She wants to tell you. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. 2 of Winter. So basically what I just said, you're stuck between 2 choices. So the High Priestess is telling you, okay, so 2 of Winter, indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. So what she's trying to say is, I'm really getting, like, it doesn't matter what you choose. There's magic in whatever you choose. Like, it's almost like, I know that I said to incorporate, you can use what you already know, but, like, there's something about birthing this new world that is going to use who you are and who you have and all the skills that you gained, as well as this newer version that you just realized within yourself. So your indecision is, like, I'm just seeing you in between these 2, like, instruments. So he's, like, sits in between these 2 instruments. But I'm just seeing him, like, it's like transcending the decision. It's almost like, it's like, you don't, it's like crazy. It's like, the energy that I'm getting is what, either incorporating both elements into something, or Yeah, it's like hard to decipher. So let me get another card for this decision. What is more clarity on these options? Ooh. 10 of Autumn. Take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or loved ones. Making wise investments or planning for retirement. Honoring family traditions. Okay, so this clarity is yeah, I think you're thinking you have to change, like with this identity change, you're having to change like in relation to who you're with, who you are. Like I'm getting this has to do with the people that surround you in relation to finances, and this decision, this something that, so the High Priestess is trying to tell you like indecision is holding you back, but to kind of, it feels like you the energy almost supports like you don't have to choose, which feels like you don't have to like leave everything. That's kind of like what I'm getting. It's like you don't have to take the next steps leaving everything behind that you already created because you're in this new world. So this indecision is like because you realized who you are, you're thinking too drastically in relation to change. And this doesn't mean, yeah. So again, with these, the spirits bring me back to the message earlier, like how much are you filling in that you think you need to fill in because, and it's 222 on this clock, and how much are you allowing to grow in that space because you didn't put anything there. So there's a lot of energy. Let me pull another card for this financial. So, yeah, it feels like, it almost feels like Spirit doesn't want you to break up the family. I don't know if that, obviously take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, King of Spring. Innovative, inspiring, wise, theatrical, a financial windfall, a leadership skill. Your leadership skills are needed now, an unexpected supporter of your cause. So this could be, I feel like there's going to be somebody initiating your career in some way, or yeah, career. It feels like financial, and it feels very much like creative, but he's going to initiate, or a masculine energy. It could be like a female with a masculine energy, but like don't fill yourself yet. I think that's like the most important thing. It's okay to have space. You don't need to figure that you have time. It's like things are growing, and they'll grow in that space from you if you don't rush to fill everything in right away. So that's what the High Priestess is really, your intuition is trying to come to you and tell you, is like you have everything already. You don't have to change everything too drastically, and rethink some of these decisions that you've filled in. You know, you're the creator of your reality. You get to decide, and you don't have to change as much as you think you will. You can bring yourself forward into this new realized state and persona that you've come into understanding about yourself in this, oh shit, oh my gosh, I'm not in the right life, doesn't mean literally leaving your life and going like running and creating from scratch. It means being here in the present now moment, creating from that new realized person, and seeing what you can do, being the magician in relation to your current present life, being that magician, creating with what you have. That's why I'm seeing him between these two. He's gonna hold both. So this indecision is because you're thinking you have to like start from scratch and you're like, oh, it's like it's too linear, or it's not linear, it's too like this or that, and like that's just not what spirit intended for you. And again, like I am seeing this figure coming through to assist you at this time. It's kind of come in time though. This is like, again, another theme is like the growth. Let the growth happen. Let it culminate. Let it like expand. Let it fruition. Like the harvest is coming. Like there will be things for you. You've done the work and you've ended a cycle, and you've ended a cycle. Like you're starting, like that karmic cycle has ended and you are moving into this new cycle. And let me see if I'm getting more energy for this initiating energy coming in, this masculine energy coming in. If we could get, what do I want to know? We want to know, yeah, more about this energy. If we can get, like, I'm getting like, I don't know. It could be, it's like, it feels like an old friend or a new, like a past life friend, or balance. Take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. Okay, so with this force coming in, yeah, it feels like once you're in balance and you've again like listened to the High Priestess and merged the two worlds, this indecision, you're actually bringing yourself forward into the new life instead of leaving it and creating something from scratch. And once you have this balance and you've created, it's almost like I have like these two trays and I'm balanced. Like I am this new version. It's almost like you've become a brand new person in this, like from bridging the two worlds. Then this energy will be brought forward. Yeah, and that's just who you are though. I'm getting to like scratch everything and start fresh would be leaving behind a lot of who you are, and the goal is to become who you are and learn to let go what you weren't, because you realize now, but you know, we're at the spiritual, the root of us and all our experiences, there is us. So let go of what wasn't you and release and embody and bring forward all of you forward into this new realized state. And that might take some time. It might take time to review like your options and let things air out and be patient with yourself. So let me see, what is like the end notes that Spirit wants to end on? It feels Spirit saying that is the end note, what I just said. So I think I'm gonna leave it there, and I think that's a good way of leaving it. Like and subscribe if you got something. If you're new, subscribe, that would be awesome. And yeah, it's so nice to be reading for you all. I can feel that you're really on to some big, you really have a huge heart, and you care, and you want to be this, you want to give yourself the honor and respect that you always deserved, that maybe wasn't given to you or reflected in your reality, or even by yourself, you know, past versions of yourself. You're recognizing that you are worthy, even if it's hard to feel that way and you still have these parts of you leaving, releasing those, and seeing that you always wanted the best for yourself. And some of the patterns, you know, we needed to see in these really icky, drastic ways, you know, but you're here now. So that being said, I will see you guys next time, and bye.